Yo, yo, yo. Let's get in here. Let's see where everybody at. Turn up with your boy. Me and K Styles, we in here. Wipe your feet when you get in. Hit that like button. Subscribe to all the channels. Uh, Happy New Year's to everybody that's on here at the moment. Shouts out to y'all. But hey, introduce yourself, my man. We ain't did nothing together, so let the people know who you are.
Well, like I said, name's just K Styles, Atlanta Falcon Nation. Hey, I'm just here. I'm just here so I don't be bored and crying in my sleep. So
Well, I mean, hey, listen, we got some topics today, man. You know, people have been putting up some crazy stuff. But before we ain't shout out the channels, subscribe to Twisted Torch TV, subscribe to K Styles channel. We going live. I just dropped some content like 5 minutes ago. So tune into that. It's crazy. Shouts out to Cobra Kai. They just had a new season. Season 3 just came out today. So tune into that if you like Karate Kid. But we live. But let's get to it, man. Have you heard about Julio?
you talking about the trade rumors?
Oh my god. Like yes, man. What's going on, bro? Like they talking about 4 people might be able to get him. I got one person now. They talking about the Jets could get him. For they get Julio, we get a first round pick and a second round pick. How you feel about that?
Like I said, it just depends on this GM, man. Before I answer, I'm gonna say 601 DC. What's good, homie?
What's good, my brother?
Appreciate you joining the chat. But if they feel like they can get some value like that from them, like I said, you might want to pull the trigger. This is just based on that. I don't want to see him gone because I feel like he still got a couple more years. But this new regime here is like we don't know what their mindset is because from what I'm hearing is, like I said, Raheem Morris is right now interviewing for this Falcon job right now. So we don't damn know, bro. I don't know how to feel. But like I said, if you're going to trade Julio, you better make sure you get every damn cent out of it. Don't settle for nothing less.
That's a fact. I ain't taking nothing less than a first round. I need a first round and a third rounder. And I don't even want to let Julio go if we being honest. Like, that's just me. We don't have enough Hall of Famers as it is that's went to the Pro Bowl so many times that's been elite like Julio Jones. So who you going to replace him? I mean, I understand we got Calvin Ridley. C. Rid is the man. 4 straight weeks with over 100 yards. I love Calvin Ridley. But I'm saying Julio Jones is a big body possession receiver that has speed. Calvin Ridley's not no big body receiver. So, I mean, we got to have somebody that can do them stop routes on 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. We don't have that. So, I can't just let Julio go. Even at 32, he still shows he can beat defenders, beat double coverage.
Yeah, like you said, 32, he's still best receiver in the league when healthy.
When healthy, that's a fact.
Calvin Ridley, like you said, I love Calvin Ridley too, but my problem with him is a lot of time is when he catch these stop routes, he's susceptible to losing yardage more so than gaining yardage. And from this Kansas City game, I don't know if you noticed, but on that play that he tried to get that pass interference call, he actually gave up on the route as soon as he caught contact.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he would have ran through the contact, he would have got the flag. But, like you said, as soon as he gets a little contact running his routes, boy, he's stopping.
Yeah, I don't like that as far as a receiver. And then, you know, on that play where he caught the 50 yards, that's a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to avoid, you know, getting tackled. And at the end of the day, usually when you avoid contact, and usually when you get hurt. You can't avoid them tackles like that. And if he would have kept straight, that's easy. Just like he did versus the Redskins 2 years ago. He caught the pass and went off. Like the safety not catching him, and then the safety had collided with the corner when he caught the slant.
Exactly. Because I remember when we used to play Madden 03 on PlayStation 2, right? And I had this particular friend who would always play with certain teams that had fast receivers. And he would do the exact moves Calvin Ridley would do on the field. He didn't do nothing, but he would turn around. We used to call that the booty move because that shit was ass. That
Straight up.
Really special right now. Like I said, it's gonna take time until he learns how to consistently catch the ball within the seams. He's just be no better than a number 2.
I like that. I like that synopsis. That's an excellent way to say that. But hey, hold on. Let's do some shout outs, man, because we got some people in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, wipe your feet, hit that like button when you come in. Subscribe to the channels. DC, J Rock, Ezel King, Reggie, Rose Stackson, Jarvis, ATM 3405, Ultra Shadow. Right. Hey, he said it. He said it. Happy New Year's to everybody in the chat, man. I hope y'all get good blessings this year. We had a tough 2020. Let's get 2021 bounce back. The Falcons, the people, the city, everybody. Let's bounce back strong. Okay, Stat, how was your yesterday, man? I ain't even getting to talk about that. We got to talk about what you did yesterday, man. Did you turn up?
Oh, I turned up all right. I turned up pretty good. But I didn't turn up too much, because if I turned up too much, I wouldn't be on the show right now.
I feel you on that, man. I did a little turn up. I had a couple drinks, a little bit of the Henny, not too much, you know what I'm saying? Because I was up like 8 o'clock ready, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like you, but I can't turn up like that, man. That liquor in your system, it be hangovers. I'm good on that. I can't take that, you know what I'm saying? But hey, really is still the man though. We're not saying really is like not a number one. He has potential to be a number one. He just has to keep practicing and watching film. You know what I'm saying? Like anything's possible. In 2011, we didn't know how Julio was gonna be because he had plenty of games where he dropped passes and he was injured a lot that year. And Roddy White picked up the slack in 2011. But 2012, Julio Jones came out of his shell. Sometimes it takes more than a year or two. You know what I'm saying? This is his 3rd year. He went over 1,000 yards. He had a chance to clip 1,000 last year. He got injured. So this is like his healthiest season, in my opinion. And, it's showing, his chemistry with Matt Ryan. But how do you feel about this other trade, man? We ain't even getting to this one. Jesus Christ. The Ravens would give us a 1st rounder and a 6th. Well, no. They would receive Julio Jones in a 6th rounder, and we would get a 1st rounder and a 3rd rounder for him, for the Ravens.
I don't like that. That Jet one looked like it'd be the most logical and probably would make the most sense as far as getting that 1st and 2nd round pick. The Ravens, that's interesting, but for Julio, I like I said, if you're gonna throw that 3rd round pick in there too, it better be a 2nd rounder as well in there.
I need everything. I need the farm.
Exactly. I'm not gonna go to the grocery store and just get a pack of Skittles. Nah, I need the whole kit and caboodle. I need the fruits. I need the vegetables. I need the bread. I need all that. I can't just go in there and expect to get some Skittles.
And then you know what I feel like? My thing is I don't want to trade him and then he be so good the next 2 years and he just scorches the league. That's what Julio Jones is known for, man. Usually when the odds are against him, he turns up and makes plays. Even this year, in the games he played, he made plays. Versus Seattle, he had over 150 yards. You know what I'm saying? Versus the Saints, the 2nd time he had close to 100 yards. So he makes plays when he's in there and he's beating double coverage. Even versus the Saints, when he had the hamstring injury, he caught the 4th and 14.
Oh yeah, he's a warrior. He's a warrior.
Like I really mess with Julio, bro. I love Julio to the death. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hold on. Shouts out to my boy Fabian, man. Still a nation, bro. We gonna see what y'all do next week. You know what I'm saying? It'd be funny if y'all play the Ravens. I got homies that's Ravens fans and Steelers fans. If y'all play in that playoff game, it's gonna be some pettiness going on next week. So I can't wait to see what that mismatch will do. But somebody in the chat had asked about how we feel about Russell Gage. I think Russell Gage is dope. I just think that sometimes he's slow. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of a Mohamed Sanu, but Mohamed Sanu was a bigger receiver. You know what I'm saying? So I just he gets injured too much for me, man. Like I need him to have that Marvin Harrison approach, and he don't do that enough. He hurdling over people. You know what I'm saying? He's risking himself too much to get injured. So I don't feel like we have enough faith in him to maintain a whole 16-game season.
How do I feel about Russell Gage? be honest with you, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Russell Gage is basically Harry Douglas. The only difference is like every time he catch the ball, it's like NFL blitz. And the ball might get susceptible getting his ass blasted somewhere. Because I don't know if it's just me, but I noticed every game this season, this dude that almost had a catastrophic hit that looks like he about to get murdered out there. He's tough. But that boy too small to be taking the hits he taking.
Well, he got 63 receptions, almost 700 yards. He's averaging 11 yards catch and 3 touchdowns. I mean, he's a good, possession receiver. I just need him to get down. He has to put that type of catch, man. It just ain't meant for him. And just to imagine what he went through. Like, he played corner in college and receiver. He switched to receiver, and that's how you know Julio Jones is an asset to this organization, bro. Just imagine what he did for Russell Gage. Russell Gage is supposed to be a practice squad player, special teams, and he's came out and made so many plays to where they have put him on the roster, and he literally competes and plays every game. He gets catches, third downs. So that shows me we need Julio Jones even more. That's one thing that shows me that. Somebody else asked me something. He said we should be playing next week. Listen, man. If was a fifth, you know what I'm saying? Get you that hen dog and just watch the playoffs, bro. It's a wrap. And to be honest, if we didn't do this bad, we'll still have Dan Quinn. So I put the good with the bad. We'll still have DQ. We still have Thomas Dimitrov, who's blatantly missed on a bunch of picks as far as when it comes to DQ. I'm so happy to get that off, our presence this year. You know what I'm saying? That's a key for me. The next GM, we got to make some great picks, man, for down the line based on this cap situation. That's the only way we're going to be able to do good. And for people thinking like we're going to be starting over, do y'all not remember how 08 was? Like, it happens, man. Sometimes when you start over, it brings chemistry to make players play even better. We didn't know what we was going to get from Matt Ryan. We didn't expect to make the playoffs in 08.
Right.
So it's just about coaching and drafting. That's what it's about. That's the keys to being successful in this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, this nigga lost it. Oh my god.
He must be the Julio to Detroit for Matthew Stafford rumor.
Why would we do that? Matthew Stafford and Matt Ryan are best friends. They like the same damn player. I mean, except Stafford just has a stronger arm. That's the only thing I see compared to Matt Stafford, and Matt Ryan has better accuracy. So I don't know why in the hell we would do that.
Nah, it's just been a whole bunch of rumors and stuff. Hell, the rumor that I was hearing was they were talking about Julio to the Saints.
What?
What? I was about to say, wouldn't that be a slap in the face?
Nah, organizations don't do that, man. 9 times out of 10, they will never trade somebody in the division. That just don't go like that. That never happens. I don't see if they did that. I would be heated. I would probably try to find, I'll probably try to fire AB off the blank. I gotta find him if that's going down. Somebody asked about Treadwell. I think Treadwell has made a big improvement compared to what we had. You know what I'm saying, in the offseason, because they were saying he couldn't catch a cold. And now every time he get on there, he's getting a third down, he's getting a touchdown, but he don't stay in the game enough. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know what it is either, man. Like I said, we have to remember, coming out of Ole Miss, you have to remember this was the wide receiver that came before Metcalf and AJ Brown. Like, when he got drafted, he had playmaking ability, but he just couldn't catch the ball. I don't know if it was the chemistry he had with the quarterback in Minnesota or what. But every time I seen Treadwell on like you said, I agree with you. Every time Treadwell has been on the field, he comes up with catches when we need to. And
yeah.
I would like to see more of him this week, to be honest with you. Because you notice, outside of Julio Jones, Treadwell is the only wide receiver we have that we can actually trust in making those third down possession catches. A big body guy. Like Russell Wilson is the third down, not Russell Wilson. Russell Gage
Gage,
is the
yeah.
third down receiver. He's the chain mover, but you need another big body. Like I said, we got too many small receivers, and they don't use Hayden Hurst enough, which I'm still mad about that.
But hey, they starting to now though. Did you see?
They're starting to now, but damn it, he should have been used from the get go. But I'll make sure Andrew G. I said, "What's up, Harrison the Bunny?" I know they said, "What's up" to me. I want to make sure I caught that before it started going down like that.
Hey, they just said the news. They're talking about seriously considering removing the interim tag away from Raheem Morris and making him the Falcons head coach. Man, oh man, they better not play with us like that, bro. This man hasn't beaten nobody that has a winning record this year besides the Las Vegas Raiders, and we've seen what has happened to them since we beat the dog shit out of them. So why in the hell would we pick Raheem Morris? Then he kind of roughed up some feathers. I don't know if you heard about this. He basically said Dante Fowler hasn't been able to produce anything. You know what I'm saying? He kind of threw him on the bus. Raheem is doing that a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. Maybe it's a black coach type thing, but I don't really know about that, bro. Like there's certain things you can't do as a coach. Like you have to, does he take initiative to say he's messed up too? Because I don't hear that from him a lot. I hear him blaming people
too much. Like I said, like I said, come report. Like you said, this is not the first time he has did it this year. Like I say, you do it enough, it becomes a toxic relationship between the players. And so, if you're gonna make him as a head coach, if you're gonna take the interim tag out of him, like I said, Dante Fowler, from that tweet that I saw, Dante Fowler, like he said, he already sick of this guy. That's the tone that I got from it. And then just like Reggie C2K said, Neil exposed Morris too with that whole situation.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta know who your leaders are. The leaders gotta stand up and not take certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Based on when he did that to Matt Ryan, I'm just like, oh, bro, you doing that to the QB? You must don't want him to be here next year. You must if he takes the head coaching position, I'm wondering. I know he's gonna get rid of Julio if he takes the head coaching position for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if he get rid of Matt Ryan because he ain't gonna never throw Julio on the bus. Somebody said something. Hey, Tony Wright, you are right on the money with this, man. A lot of players have had hamstring groin injuries due to OTAs, no mini camps, and no training camp, and that's an issue. But when you think about it, if you really watch the Falcons organization, half these motherfuckers don't play in OTAs and mini camps anyway. They play a game, they practice one game, off a day. Practice one day, off a day. They've been doing that schedule since Mike Smith. So I don't know how to really feel about that. And Julio Jones has had hamstring injuries in other seasons before too. I just think he's 6'3", man. He's like a Ferrari, man. You gotta tune him up every other week. That's just how it goes. Them speed cars, he goes 100% in practice games. Whenever Julio Jones is out there, he's going 100%. So sometimes that's why he was doing that in and out plays throughout these past years. He gets a 20-yard game, he sits out for two plays, and he comes back. They was doing that a lot with Julio Jones, man. It's just high maintenance with these players, bro.
Okay, but yeah, I agree. I'll kind of about this comment too. I don't know. I don't know. I was going through Twitter actually yesterday, and they was talking about J.C. Treader, who I think is supposed to be like the head of the NFLPA. I wanted to get your take on this about this guy basically trying to petition to have no training camps, no mini camps, no OTAs for the offseason. He trying to get rid of all that. Because personally, for me, you trying to get the whole NFL hurt, to be honest with you. Because they need them OTAs and they need them mini camps to stay in condition. And then with that, we also have to remember these players get paid to work out. That's part of their contracts. They have to work out. They get workout bonuses. They get practice bonuses and stuff. So if you literally take those away, and I'm talking about the mandatory stuff. But if you take those away, you're taking money out of their pockets too. So
I don't like that, man, because just based on if we're gonna have an offensive coordinator, a new one, I need Matt Ryan to actually be in sync with this next offensive coordinator. History has shown with Matt Ryan, whenever he changes offensive coordinators, it's usually year 2 when he excels well. And I don't feel like we have another year to waste. We've already been 3 years down the drain as a shit show. And Fabo, you capping now, bro. He's spraying perfume on dog shit. Come on, bro. We've been in games all year. We literally lost 8 games where we had the lead. That ain't dog shit. That means coaching is not, succeeding in late parts of the game. You have to put your players in position to make plays, bro. I express this a lot. You have to put your players in position to make games. It comes down to the players and X's and O's when they actually get on the field. But look, how many times we watched a game where we knew what Dirk Cutter was finna run and we knew what the defensive coordinator was finna run? Pass 3rd and 10, guard the sticks. Third and 10, let's drop Matt Ryan back a 6-step drop and hope the offensive line covers it. You can't do that. You got to know who your players are. If you don't got good offensive line protection, why are you doing 6-step drops? If you don't have a good rush, oh my God, I'm sorry, K-Star. I may be going.
Keep going.
I may be going a little crazy, but do you remember that versus the Chiefs on Sunday when them jokers? It was 3rd and 11. They rushed 3 people and then they jumped off sides, and Patrick Mahomes had 10 seconds to throw the ball, and Kelsey came open and like 30 yards down the field. They had Neal governing Kelsey. And he had to guard Kelsey for 10 to 12 seconds. And then you ain't even have like some rushers in there. You had Jacob, Grady, and then Fowler, which is not enough pressure. That's pretty much only Grady. Shit, if I put 3 people on Grady, I ain't got to worry about nobody. what is that?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that too. I was waiting for that hashtag.
Hey man, listen, bro. I be puzzled, bro. I be watching the game. I be so puzzled in that second half because I don't be knowing what them jokers be having going on that in that headset. I don't think, and this is my problem with Morris. I don't feel like one of the people said in the comments. I don't feel like he attacks the offensive coordinator enough. Like, man, this ain't working. What are you doing? Let's try this. This is our strengths. Why are you going against our weaknesses? He don't do that. Dirk Cutter be up there drinking his drink. We see him every time he drinking his drink, doing this all game, looking puzzled. Like he don't know, like he ain't watched no film on these boys, and he don't know what's good or bad for him.
Right. And actually, I see a comment right here. I'm gonna get a couple more shout out to the people. We got Ultra Shadow 97 in here. Chris Walker. Hey, Big Low Country Sport coach in the building.
What's up, Big Low?
Said Matt Ryan is at his best when he runs play action. Yes. It like Coach, I agree with that, and it also kind of ties into this other comment that I saw down here from Tony Wright as well. It was like, he can succeed if he gets an OC that reinstalls that 2016 West Coast offense. Yes, because at this juncture of their career, usually quarterbacks round at that 35, 36 range. If you know Matt Ryan is kind of like a precision type of passer, you usually have to have those West Coast philosophies. That way you can protect that quarterback. And it'll allow him to make those easier throws as far as getting the ball out quickly.
Hey, somebody said a key comment. I've been saying this for years. Mike, what up, Mike Mad Sports? What it do, my brother? What it do?
I'm the one, bitch. I am the one. Like Keanu Reeves. Yeah. Get it done, y'all. I get it done.
Hey,
what y'all know about that?
Hey, I'm sipping. I'm good. But I was also going to say, hey. Before he came on, I was actually gonna make this point too when you were saying about the coaches and putting the players in the best position to win. The best way to know what a team's culture is don't even look at the players on the field. Look at the players on the sideline. Look at the coaches. Because if you see your coaches interacting with the players, letting them know what they need to do and stuff like that's the accountability that we're looking for.
Is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? The topic that I think it is? Is this the topic that I think it is? The culture and the players? Is this what we're talking about?
Hey, this just the topic that we were just talking about.
Look, man, I got something I want to say about this. This is something that I actually I've been pretty much observing all year. And I think you guys can attest to this. When you look on the sideline, but do you ever see the head coach teaching anyone?
No.
Do you see the players? Do you see the players talking to each other, giving them tips?
I see Julio doing that all the time.
You see Julio, and you might see Matt Ryan do it.
But that's it. You don't see nobody else.
That's pretty much it. This culture is fucked. I hate to use that word, but this culture is fucked. Every last one of those guys do not believe in what they are teaching. It's quite simple, and I think it's really just, you know what I'm saying? Like these players just, at this point in time, man, Arthur Blank need to go ahead and just clean house, man, because when I look at it's embarrassing to see your players absolutely with no, it's like they don't even give a shit. And then we wonder why we going out and blowing games in the fourth quarter every single game, because they don't care. When you don't care, this is what happens. You about to pull up. The voice of reason. Y'all in trouble now. Y'all in trouble now.
Bring the jacket with you.
But like I said, that's definitely something that I want the people to kind of pay attention to, is look at the sideline. If the sideline is not interacting with each other, that lets you know this brotherhood doesn't exist.
Definitely the defense. I don't never see the defense talking like that. They be up there.
They never talk to each other.
Mm-mm.
They never. You might see Julio talking to Grady Jarrett, but you might see Grady Jarrett and Debo talking. But that's about it. Like that's literally it.
They don't have no unison, bro.
None whatsoever. The culture is broken. The culture is absolutely broken. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Jew for Senate, man. Hell yeah.
For Senate.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
So how you feel about the trade then? Because they thinking like, some of the fans are thinking like, oh well, if we get rid of Matt Ryan, we get rid of Julio, we changing the culture. But as all of us have spoken up about, we basically said that these two people have shown to be leaders on a lot of situations. Yeah, Matt Ryan doesn't get feisty all the time, but you see him towards the end of the game when he's frustrated. Like when he scores touchdowns and he brings the team back, and then he sees a team go 80 yards like the Lions did. Hell yeah, I'm pissed too. Shit, I just led y'all up to end the game.
Hell yeah. Like look, not everybody is like me and Jumpman. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody screams, yells, and are very vocal and animated. That's just who I am. All right? That's just who I am. Matt Ryan and Julio, you see Julio on the sideline, he's very animated. When he's on the field, he's about that business. That's the same thing with Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, he's vocal, he's animated when he's had enough. When he's fed up, Matt Ryan is extremely. Do we have to go back and play that soundbite? Get fucking set where he was talking to Julio Jones? Do we got to go say that? Like, how many times do we got to keep playing that to say, like, to destroy the narrative that Matt Ryan doesn't care, that he's not a leader? Of course he is. Of course he is. So when it all come down to it, man, there are different ways of being leaders. Not everyone leads the same. And quite frankly, man, I don't necessarily think you should always. I think you should have, different types of leaders. Kevin got his way of leading. You got your way of leading. Like I said, I'm very vocal, and it might cross people a certain way. So this is why Maggie, you know what I'm saying? Maggie run the ships because I can be overbearing at times. I know that about myself. So I step back and I let her do her thing because I can be that. So like you got to have different leaders for different situations. I think that's why you have Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is, he's that in your face type guy. Julio he's that quiet assassin, man. And you got Ricardo Allen. He's the teacher. You know what I'm saying? He's the sit down and It'll watch film with you and type of stuff. The only thing that the Falcons don't have, to be honest, is a guy that's on the field that's gonna slap somebody in the helmet. Like get your ass up, like just point these guys, scream and yell. You know what I'm saying? Like you need that type. The Falcons don't have that type of, and that's the culture that they created. Dan Quinn created a culture of just soft guys. I'm just gonna be real. These guys are soft.
Lamar Trey, this is cap, bro. Like you gotta understand, QBs can't actually go at coordinators like that unless you Tom Brady. You don't know what Matt Ryan does when he's on the phone talking to him or doing practices and doing meetings. He probably goes at DQ, Dirk Cutter. They all have. On occasion, you have seen head coaches say Matt Ryan is a fiery guy, and when they're in practices and team meetings, he discusses what he has issues with. All QBs are not gonna go with their offensive coordinator like that, bro, because
he's trying to keep that $30 million a year, man. What the hell are you talking about? I ain't trying to mess up my $30 million a year because y'all want me to scream at the offensive coordinator. Man, you crazy as hell.
I ain't going for that, bro. I'm sorry. And what happened with Tom Brady? Tom Brady ain't with the Patriots no more, so I don't know what that means. And he built chemistry with that guy. Josh McDaniels knows how Tom Brady is. He don't do that at Bill Belichick. You don't never see him yelling at Bill Belichick. He yells at Josh McDaniels because Josh McDaniels is a laid-back guy, and he knows what he's doing with Tom Brady.
Yes, sir.
You can't compare.
Yeah. And plus, it's kind of, like I said, it's a difference when you screaming at an offensive coordinator over the phone than when you're in his face.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Right. And we don't even see Dirk Cutter down there. He's never on the sideline because he know motherfuckers gonna be looking at him crazy.
Exactly. Exactly.
I like this Jew talk. They got it twisted.
I see what he did with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He had 2 meanings to that. I like that Jew talk. That was fire. And you know what I'm saying. Half these people, man, I think they only watching highlights. I don't think they sit there and watch the whole game and see. Because if you notice, versus the Bucks a couple weeks ago, Calvin really was talking crazy to Raheem Morris. Like he came off the field. And Julio Jones, like, we good. Nah, man, it looked like he was saying, I need the ball more. Like, I'm the one contributing, and you keep going away from me. That's what it looked like he was saying to Raheem. And Raheem wasn't calming Calvin down. Julio was. Julio gave us that a tap on the helmet, and Calvin kind of chilled out, like, I got you. But we don't have that as a head coach. Them jokers not listening to Raheem Morris. They not listening to DQ.
Not, bro. They not. And that's why he waved. That's why he told Raheem to go sit his ass down somewhere. Let me handle it.
Hey, I'm about to say y'all hit like Royal Brown. He's a Saints fan, but he said this show is fire. We appreciate the love, homie. Always
fire. Appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate
tap
you.
Tap in.
Exactly. Ain't number love. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, man. Tell your friend to come chat with us. Ain't number love here.
Exactly.
Somebody else brought it up. Get fucking set. He exactly did. Nigga, we always laughing when we heard it. We like, man, Ryan did that.
Right.
And then they got a sound bite of it. You heard it clear. I bring it up in 2011 when we was playing the Tennessee Titans. And the linebackers was talking spicy like they was finna, blitz. And he was like, y'all can't fucking stop this. And he threw a touchdown on that next play. Yes, he had those moments, but you're not going to see him like that. He's not that type of QB that shows it. He knows when he can and can't do it.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Is
it the big country boy? Is it the country boy?
It's a party on New Year's, ain't it? It's a party out here, man.
It's a party on New Year's, bro. It's the morning after party.
What in the world, bro?
What in the world, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, I see everybody getting on here. Y'all know what I was thinking to myself?
What's up?
Atlanta Falcons Nation. Simple.
Hey, I got a song for all the people who saying get rid of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. You gonna miss me a little when I'm gone. You gonna miss me a little when I'm gone. I'm telling you, y'all better stop playing. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be mad as hell when we gotta start over and look crazy. If I gotta start over, I'm starting over with my best pieces. You can start over and still have Matt Ryan and Julio. Just start the defense over. Just start
That's
the
it.
coaching staff over. That start over, motherfucker. Start the coaching staff over, and you'll be
Yeah.
good to go.
Hey man. Hey, I appreciate everybody hollering at me in the comments. I can't speak to everybody, but you definitely right, Twisted. I'd rather come in a situation. So, you got two different kinds of families. So you got that family where, two people came together, created a child, and created the family, like Mike Smith did, Thomas Dimitroff, they came together and created that family. Then you got the stepdaddy. The stepdaddy comes in. He already got the kids. So now the stepdaddy just got to come in and take over from there. I think we should be the stepdaddy kind of thing. We already got the players. We already got some pieces. Kids just ain't acting right. You know what I'm saying? So it might be uncomfortable at first, but I don't think there's no need to blow everything up and change it, just completely change everything. Whenever you got people like a Matt Ryan, people like a Julio Jones, and like, I mean, because they're still two of the top players in the league.
Easily.
These guys are young. People don't realize that these guys are young, man. Like, this is not an old team. This is a very young team. So it's like, what's the point of blowing up and bringing even younger guys like that? That right there. These guys are pretty much what, in their third, maybe fourth, but for the most part, second, third year in the league.
Yeah,
So
It's,
like,
it's
these
only
guys
Julio,
are
it's
still
only
teaching.
Julio and Matt that's older.
Right. That's
yeah,
it. That's pretty much it. Alex Mack, and you see, I know a lot of people. I'm going to do a breakdown on Matt Hennessy, but when you saw the first half of the Chiefs game, he was struggling. But as time went on, like, that dude, he played well. He played well down the stretch.
yeah, he did. He really did. Like, you literally watched him like grow up right before, because he had a chance to really put that much time in, at that starting center spot. We didn't have no preseason, so it was like, he's kind of doing on the job training. And I want to holler at Dwayne, because everybody talk about bringing in all these young Thundercats to replace Matt Ryan. Look, fact of the matter is that if Justin Fields couldn't do nothing against Northwestern, why in the world y'all think that boy gonna come in here and put up 300 yards on the Saints?
That's what I said. What in the world, ball? That's what I said.
Hey,
Do that against Northwestern, bro. Come on, what the hell you think he gonna do against the Saints? But that defense, man, they gonna rip his ass apart.
but Northwestern got two good cornerbacks though. I think they left side of their corner. He got like 6 interceptions, but he a freshman, so that makes it worse. He a freshman. He was getting them picks on him, so I don't trust. Unless it's Lawrence, man. I'm good, bro. I'll take Alabama QB Matt Jones in the third round, bro, and let him sit for 2 years if we're gonna do that. Because I just can't trust these top 10 QBs no more like that. Who we had? We had Burrow. He was straight. He got injured. I like Herbert. Herbert's pretty good, but he wasn't top 10 either. So
I
it's
love
like,
Herbert, man. Herbert remind me so much of a Tom Brady and Matt Ryan. It's scary. He's very intelligent and wise with his decisions. Like, you don't see that a lot. That's the only time I've ever seen that. And quarterbacks or young quarterbacks, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, when he first got his chance to come in and play, he made wise and quick decisions, and that's what you expect from young quarterbacks. So I don't necessarily see that a lot of quarterbacks, even in Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence has a tremendous upside. I like his ability to scramble and improvise, but we're talking about the NFL. This is what Burrows. He pretty much lit up the league, to be honest. But as the time went on and teams kind of figured out what he was about, you saw this. Like, he's trying to make plays, and that offensive line. If you don't have your offensive line straight, it really doesn't matter as a quarterback. What you do, you're going to get hit, and not everybody is a LeBron James and I'm Matt Ryan, where these guys are never going to get hurt. You're going to get your ass hit. Like I said, I thank God for a guy like Matt Ryan and LeBron James. And I'm not LeBron James, big LeBron James fans, but this guy has been blessed and he's been durable, and you don't see that, bro.
Only 3 years. Only 3 years and 12 seasons. I mean, 3 games and
That's
12
crazy.
seasons. That's
That's
how can we expect that?
yeah, that's crazy.
Even Tom Brady had an ACL injury before. The way he
Right.
missed a lot of games.
Yeah.
Matt has not missed a season. Matt has not missed more than 2 games a season. That is spectacular as far as I'm concerned. But hey, Stone Decatur, he had a good question. So should we focus on in the draft offense or defense? Me personally, man, if I ain't getting Penn State that linebacker, I'm trading back and getting another pick. I'm gonna see what I can get. In all honesty, because we can find some heat in 10 or 11. Because mostly receivers going in the top 10. That's how I look. Like it's 3 receivers going in the top 10.
Right.
Right.
So
All of the Justin Jeffersons and all those guys, they kind of readjusted the whole viewpoint of wide receivers moving forward. My bad. Go ahead, K-Style.
no, go ahead. I'm just contemplating what I'm about to say.
Oh, yeah.
I see it brain moving, man.
but yeah, I mean, y'all completely right, man. I really like Michael Parsons from Penn State. But in this draft, and just like every other draft, you never know who's going to go where. So, if we trade back, I definitely feel like we could trade back and get a Patrick Surtain and go ahead and pair that other cornerback with AJ Terrell. And then, we can also, I'm sure we'll pick up a second round pick or something like that. And,
Right.
The sky's the limit from there because I see that there's a lot of defensive linemen in this draft as well. They might not be sexy names, but they boys who can play ball at the end of the day.
I like Miami's DN though, but I don't think he's top 10 worthy.
No.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna say.
Talk.
And I got my brain moving. I know you see my forehead's all in the camera, so y'all can see them. So I think the reason why everybody wants a quarterback and think that's going to be the culture change is because the quarterback is y'all agree, they are kind of like the vocal point as far as what everybody thinks of a team. Am I right?
That's a fact.
Right.
Okay. But in order for you to change the culture of a team, you have to change, and the way to change the mentality, you have to change the defense and you have to change the offensive line and the D line.
Right.
Like I said, so in that first pick, like I said, if they're not getting that offensive lineman from Oregon, you trade back because you need a sense of toughness in your trenches. Personally, I'd rather trade back and get a couple assets because the only reason why I'm really looking at this Chick-fil-A bowl game is I'm looking at this quarterback from Cincinnati. He basically gives you what Justin Fields is, but you don't have to spend a first round pick on him.
Yes.
And he just threw a touchdown, might I add.
He basically Justin Fields. Just you can get him and like I said, especially if you trade back and get more picks. See, now you can get a quarterback within the second or third round and still have other picks to get other defensive ends, other guards, other tackles, and stuff like that. Yeah, this is what we looking like right now.
That boy soft as plastic, man.
Yeah, he's Dan Quinn's the son baby, so yeah.
And you know what? I think what people we have to understand that we have major players in the game on both sides of the ball. We have a superstar in Grady Jarrett. So what's the best course of action to get the most out of that situation? We have a superstar, not only Grady Jarrett, but Deion Jones. And Foye Oluokun looking absolutely amazing. He's like he's going to get a $40, $50 million contract the way he's playing. So the best course of action is right now. It's like we don't need a superstar. We don't. We have a superstar on the defensive side of the ball. What you do in this situation when you already have a guy? You're looking at a guy like that AJ looked like a damn superstar too, man. Like I'm loving the way AJ looked. His confidence and he's just getting better and with experience, man. Those refs are going to allow him to be more physical as the game goes on, as he continues to gain respect around the league. But you have Grady Jarrett. You trade down, get a Gregor Rousseau. I don't think he's a top 5 pick. I don't think he's a top 10 pick. I mean, I may, take him at a 9, but outside of that, I wouldn't take. I think he's a project player. I don't like his size. I don't think he has. We're pretty much looking at Gregor Rousseau as attack and Vic Beasley clone. Why do I say that? He's a freakish athlete with freakish hands, but he doesn't have a second or third pass rush move, and that's concerning coming out of the NFL. Like coming into the NFL, you got to have a secondary pass rush move. And I've seen the tape, BK style, where you sat down and watched it. We saw absolutely no secondary move, so that concerns me. But outside of that, man, I'm trading down to get more assets. You get a Gregor Rousseau, and then you pick up another, and you can get a defensive tackle, who can plug that middle and be Grady Jarrett's running mate. That's what you need, bro. And now you got a respectable defensive line and a rotation that goes with Marlon Davidson, John Kaminsky. Don't know what's going to happen with Dedes or not, but that's a respectable rotation right there.
Okay, so are we all in agreement that Davidson might not be like a starter?
I don't think so.
He had that much time though, like because I've seen plays where he wasn't just he wasn't like I seen plays where he made like really good plays. It wasn't sexy, you know what I'm saying, but. As a defensive tackle, it very seldom it's gonna be sexy. It's gonna be ugly almost every time. Yeah. And I've also seen him do plays where he bench press people off of them, and force fumbles while somebody was running by also. So I mean, I've seen right about that. Yeah, and I've seen plays where he got kind of caught up, and they let's be honest, they were titty bumping sometimes. So we need a little bit more time to see.
Girls on wild side of the game, huh?
I think he need to get his conditioning down, man. Because when you see him, it doesn't look like he can last a whole game. That's probably my biggest issue with him. I don't think he practiced a lot in Auburn. And, they probably gave him the soft side of it as far as practicing. But he made a lot of plays in Auburn. You know what I'm saying? And he was with a force with Brown. So, I mean, like, if you pair him with Grady and he has an off season to get better as far as with Grady and with, the coaching, I think he can turn into something. Mm-hmm. Maybe not a full-time starter, but he can give you that when Grady gets a little bit tired, because Grady gets tired after, like in that third and fourth quarter, getting them double teamed. So we need somebody to take that pressure off of him. Somebody brought up a comment saying we probably won't be able to afford Akun. My question is, do y'all think Akun would not take a discount though?
I wouldn't.
Shit.
Hell no.
You take discounts in the NFL. These teams don't give a fuck about
no.
Exactly. My contract ain't guaranteed neither. I came in from Yale, and what was he, like a 5th pick or something?
Fifth round.
Yeah, that man is taking over.
Paid originally. Like, I discount. I come back to Atlanta later, maybe. But right now,
right.
I'm gonna go to Cincinnati.
Oh man,
get paid. Yeah, man. I ain't
is this his last year? This is his last year, or is it next year?
I think next year is his last year. See, but the problem is like I said, especially with this COVID thing going down, they talking about the salary cap going down to $175 million.
That's
it's at 198 now.
He's definitely not taking any pay cuts now.
You ain't taking it. You ain't gonna take no pay cut.
No.
So that's why I say this NFL offseason about to be the most interesting we've seen, because it's gonna be a lot of team turnovers. And I kind of wanted to get on a comment that somebody said, Dwayne P said, because we were talking about the offensive line. He was like, we just used 2 first-round picks on O-line 2 years ago. There are 5 offensive linemen.
But you still got the other 3 you got to deal with.
Wow, K Styles. That was disrespectful.
I had to get it out. I'm sorry. I had to get it out.
Look, man. But you know what? You know what, K Styles, like you mentioned that earlier about like changing that culture on that offensive line, man.
Yeah.
So look, I never really liked this whole zone run scheme because whenever we get to those short yardage situations, you know, I call it pretty football. Like everybody's, you know, let's take them to the sideline kind of situation.
No.
And then whenever you get in those third and shorts and third and goals, second and goal situation, you can't exactly. Like it's like you've been so used to going sideways instead of going straight. It's one of those cases where, you know, we can't get that push because if I, you know, whenever I coach offensive line, I said, look, we want to move guys 5 yards every running play, you know. So, you know, it's one of those situations where if you're not moving them forward, they're moving you back. Right. So that's why, you know, I definitely feel like that's if we want a culture change, that's going to be one of the biggest steps. Let's go ahead and get another tackle and move McGarry in at that left guard. And
like I said, I kind of looked at McGarry closely as far as how that would work out. Like I said, if they get this tackle out of Oregon, I could see them moving McGarry to that left guard spot because you need toughness at that spot. You need somebody that's going to be violent with these tackles.
And if we being honest, he's a run blocker first anyway.
Yeah. And my thing is with that is like, have we really seen the best Caleb McGarry because of the scheme that he's in? He's not a pass first blocker, so when you put him in a balanced system, he may look a lot better. Which brings me to the point with Jake Matthews. Jake Matthews is one of the best offensive tackles in the league, but he looks better in a much balanced, offense. But when you have an offensive coordinator that is not living up to these offensive linemen's strength, like this is the reason why Bill Belichick, from year to year, he find these guys in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, and he's sometimes undrafted. These guys are what they are, and he just brings everybody together with the same exact strengths, and he makes it work because of the play call.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I got something for sure. This will be the offensive coordinator. Oh man, they didn't. Yeah, offensive coordinator. Is that you, player? Because that's definitely what we need at this moment. I'm sick of this shit, man. Let's be honest, man. It's getting outrageous. It's getting out of hand, bro.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Hey, man, but you know, it's one of those situations where it's like, you know, we were talking about that. As Kyle Shanahan.
Look, that's what Dirk Cutter looks like for real. He looks like powdered toast, man.
That's what we believe, man. Because he ain't no damn playmaker no more. I can tell you that. He don't put nobody in position to make plays, and it shows.
Because the concepts are not meant for what these players' this offensive strength is, and the strength of this offense is ball control and short passes. We've seen it for years.
Yeah, and that's what were you about to say, Lo? Because I think that's exactly where he was going with that.
Yeah. I was just going to say, I mean, ask Kyle Shanahan because Chris Chester was our starting guard, you know, the whole season, you know. So I mean, it's kind of like what all y'all were saying. You know, if you don't coach teams, you don't coach players to their strengths. You know, we don't know where their full potential is. Just like Mike said, a lot of people said that Matthews robbed us on that contract. Like, I don't remember that Matthews was like one of the top 6 offensive tackles, you know, for a couple of years whenever we were a balanced offense. Like, so it's one of those cases where if that defensive end knows that we're going to throw it 85% of the time, I mean, you put that man in a bad situation.
And he made the Pro Bowl that year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That man wants to smash, man. It's like, look, what Thanos want to do? Thanos want to kill. He don't want to sit down in a chair and sip daiquiris. No, that dude wants to kill, bro. Thanos wants to get after and destroy you. That's what he wants to do. So why are we allowing our guys that wants to sit back? He wants to put hands on it. He wants to be physical. He wants to pancake. Have you seen Jake Matthews when he sees a guy? Like, go back to these screenplays and those toss plays where he's one-on-one with a tackle or a defensive end. This dude is taken to the ground and he's smashing these guys. That's what he wants to do. He don't want to be pretty and hand chuck people. He want to smash you, dog.
That screen pass against the Eagles last year.
The Redskins.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Hey, Coach, what'd you say he had there? That fruity tooty pancake from IHOP.
Yeah, fruity tooty, fruity.
Exactly. Yeah, like you said, your offensive linemen are not meant to move backwards 50, 60 times a game. Absolutely. They want to move forward. That's how you keep them involved. They want to push these guys. And like I said, when you have an offense that is like 70% pass, these offensive linemen are not moving forward; they're moving backwards, and that's where Kevin McGarity kind of gets exposed because that's not his style. His style is he wants to get in your face, he wants to punch you in the mouth. Yeah. So that's why I say you have to shore that offensive line up because you, like I said, you got the 2 first-round picks on the right side. Like I said, you have to work on the rest of it because we need this offensive line to be solidified for 16 games for as many snaps they play in these games.
Yeah.
Because there's been too many times with Matt Gano is playing left guard, they take his ass out and put this McCrary guy in. They split time between the left guard, and that's not good.
No,
you can't get rhythm that way, man. Offensive line need rhythm just like quarterbacks, just like receivers, just like D ends, just like linebackers. They need rhythm, and you can't be switching people out. That's why I thought Matt Hennessy was going to get more time at the guard position to learn how defensive ends or defensive tackles will attack him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They didn't even give him a chance. They pretty much put him out, assed out versus Jones. Like he's not a Pro Bowl caliber player. And it showed in that first half. But once he was able to adjust, he showed better potential. You got to give people chances, man. You can't just put them out there when you think it sees fit. Try them out. Then you swapping them out every other play. What is that?
That's what you do in practice.
Exactly.
You go do all that in practice. Like,
exactly.
Like not when the lights on Sunday,
Said night lights.
Yeah, like no
time you tipping the plays anyway when you do that. When you substituting those linemen, you tipping the plays. You know exactly. They know exactly.
Hey man, 76 in. They running right. 26.
73 in the building. Let's go ahead. They're running power I. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. But yeah, Utah Sport, like I said, and he's saying basically what we saying too. Bottom of the league in red zone offense because of Dirk Cutter.
We're 30th in the red zone right now, bro. How are you 30th in the red zone, man? That's terrible. So that shows we getting there a lot and not scoring. Just imagine what these scores would be to these games if we can even just make at least 2 of them from touchdowns to field goals.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Coach, because a lot of people get things misconstrued as far as like what the offensive coordinator job is. They think simply that he is a guy that's supposed to, just call plays. But when you look at it, this is why I always give Kyle Shanahan his credit when it comes down to being a play caller. He gets touchdowns.
Yes.
What's the offensive coordinator's job? What is his job? What he's supposed to do when they come down their red zone?
The offensive coordinator's job is to call plays to set up other plays. So whenever that offensive coordinator calls plays, he's not just calling plays to call them just to get first down. He's calling plays and watching trends on the defensive side of the ball. He's also watching to see the weaknesses of the defensive lineman, weaknesses of the secondary. that offensive coordinator calls plays, and the plays that work, or even the plays that don't work, he puts in his pocket for later in the game or even later in the season. So whenever we get to that red zone, that's where the offensive coordinator makes his money. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why Dirk Cutter is living in Hall County and has that $400,000 house right now is because he's supposed to make those play calls in the red zone. Almost any offense could get from the 20s to the 20s. Fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, Dirk Cutter's job is to make sure that Koo is kicking an extra point, not field goals. I never want my kicker leading the league in scoring and going to the Pro Bowl. I never want that. I want my kicker kicking extra points, not field goals. So, yeah, that's.
And and I had to ask you that question because I'm going to edit this part so everybody can understand what the offensive coordinator job is. So I deliberately did that. 1 minute, 1 hour, the 1 hour mark. I'm about to go write that down right now so I can edit so you guys can understand this.
He literally just came up with a video.
Yes, sir. A video within a video. Hey, man, I'm the mad scientist, right? I'm the mad scientist, bro.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Hey, but you know one thing. Go ahead, K-Side.
My bad. I was gonna hit this comment right quick. He'll make you from saying with the 5th pick of the draft, Falcons select left guard. Hey, you can't laugh at that.
No, absolutely not.
When the coach drafted Quentin Nelson, who was a left guard, changed that whole offense around.
Yep.
Now you have solidified that offensive line. So
definitely.
So
I bet
all these prospects and stuff like that because you want toughness in the trenches. I know a lot of people, like I said, want the cutesy and we want the McFlurry from McDonald's and stuff like that. But sometimes you just gotta get that ice cream sandwich from the gas station.
Hey,
the Quick sandwich is good, boy. Hey, man, that's Slurpee. Ooh, boy.
AK Styles, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Everybody laugh at drafting offensive guards. I mean, guards. Early in the first round, I bet you they wasn't laughing last year when Quentin Nelson literally beat us by himself.
I was just we
didn't even talk about that.
Whenever he literally beat us by himself.
They did
didn't he run a touchdown in himself as well? If I'm not mistaken, or maybe
he blocked the Joker into the touchdown. I can tell you that. Yeah. They ran a toss and he went crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy. And then the last first down that they needed to get, like he pulled and just took somebody's soul. Like so, yeah. I bet we wasn't knocking it in. Right. Whenever he literally beat us by himself last year. So yes, I love a good guard, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love a good guard.
Yeah, because like I said, I tell the people in the chat, like everybody can tell you, like for me personally, I always look at offensive line because offensive line, like I said, those guard spots and that center spot, everybody, the tackles make the big money as far as protecting blind sides and all that stuff. But them guards right there, those are the real dirty guys that you have to have. Now, like I said, we might not go the guard route.
Hey man,
you can't laugh at the guard. See, the only thing I was sick about the Falcons draft pick is they drafting outside linebackers trying to turn them into defensive ends.
Yeah.
That was my problem. If you gonna draft some defensive ends, some edge rushers, get some real edge rushers. Not 3-4 outside linebackers think you're gonna turn them into 4-3 ends. It ain't gonna work. We tried it about 5 times in the last 6 years. It didn't work.
Getting their ass pancake every play.
Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity. Hey, let me ask y'all something. Like, have y'all ever been kids and like your daddy or your uncle, like, you know, pick you up and put you on top of the car or put you on the shelf or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I just see that happen to Big Beasley so many times when you trying to work somewhere. You try to come around that corner. I see them so many times. They just pick them up and they just sit right here.
I've literally seen him get picked up off his foot off his feet. I've seen that several times. And y'all know I'm a big supporter, man. But I've actually, like I said, this dude is an outside linebacker. He has no business going against these 3, 4. I mean, you just saw what happened to him in that Tennessee clip, man. They knocked his ass clean off his feet, man.
Hey, and Taylor kills him every time. Taylor killed him versus us in 2015. Put him, was it? I think it was 2015. Put him smooth on his ass. I'm like, God damn, man! Like we drafted you. You went first round. Damn. But one thing I can say is about Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter is only good at scheming plays to the 50-yard line. When he gets past the 50-yard line, it's like he's looking for Cool to kick a field goal. It's been so many occasions. That's why Cool got 9 or 10 attempts of 50-yarders because he be going straight to that. And then when we eating on hurry up offense versus the Chiefs, we eating up hurry up offense to end the game. So you gonna tell me you gonna stop hurry up offense and go to calling your Rudy Poo ass plays?
I think his only objective. I think his only objective as a play caller. Good God Almighty! I think his only objective as a play caller is to attack the corners. He doesn't attack the safeties. All he's worried about is trying to attack the corners, man. And that's why you can see it in his play calling. That's why it's always it's Hey man.
I found the perfect picture to describe Vic and Tak's pass rushing skills.
Oh I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
Oh my God!
The boy get tired like baby.
Oh my God.
You wilding right now, bro.
Low, why you gotta put your head down like that,
man? Man. Hey, bro.
You said that.
Hey man, you can't say that. It's true, man. I can't say that.
Well, you a fool,
That's
boy.
a legitimate fact.
You a fool, boy.
Hey, while we got these numbers going up though, like the video, subscribe to all the channels, AFN, Mad Mike, K Styles, Twisted Torch. Subscribe to all the channels. We appreciate you on this New Year's Day watching the content.
What world, bro?
I thought I was gonna let everybody go after me. Big country load as well. My bad, brother. My bad. I thought we always gonna go after. I'm sorry. Subscribe to all the channels. Twisted, Mad Bite, K Styles, Big Low. Once again, subscribe. Let's get back into this crazy content. We got a lot of people in here. I'm sorry, man. My bad.
Nah, I just tripping with you, fam. I just tripping with you.
He said, "What the hell, bro?"
1,000. We searching for that 1,000 on AFN, man. 5K on Mad Mike Sports, man. K Styles, he about to hit that. What is it, K Styles?
I'm at 99 right now.
Hey man, one person, man, get that man at a dub. Get that man at damn 100, man. Come on, one person. All we need is one person to go there and get that man at 100. Triple digits, man. All right, triple digits.
I was trying to get 100 before the new year, but it didn't work. But it's all good. Hey, it ain't look to me. It ain't even about that, man. I'm just love chopping it up with everybody, and goddamn, I just have fun doing this thing.
Absolutely,
man.
Definitely. It's a blessing, man, because it's a lot of people that say they want to do this and don't. So that shows us we have a lot of confidence and we're willing to discuss our team. We know what we're talking about, man. If we got on this camera and turn this camera on, we know a little bit of something. So give us a chance. Shout it out.
Definitely, fam.
Oh, you got that one. He got that 100.
I'm on that Honda, and I'm going to Blaze.
You been go chill with Dwayne Haskins?
That was pity.
Dwayne Haskins, boy. If I chill with him, boy, my channel go from 100 to damn 25 subscribers chilling with his ass.
Dude, just got drafted, bro. That's crazy.
I'm glad you said that too, because he falls in that long line of Ohio State quarterbacks that don't pan out.
Braxton Miller, Cardell Jones, all those guys.
See?
Do y'all think it's a scheme though that they would put in?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
They dumbed down their quarterbacks. They dumbed down their quarterbacks to fit their system. They want athletes. They don't really want quarterbacks.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's not an NFL conducive system, and that's why I always this is actually what conversation that I had earlier today with people about Trey Lance. It was like, I like Trey Lance. He has the physical tools to be able, but when you have a program, and again, I'm go back to low with this. When you have a program as a coach, when you teach guys to be athletes rather than football players, this is what you get. You get guys that are incredibly talented, but they're not great. They're not great football players.
Mhm.
Yeah, only 1 out of 10 times that's a case where you have a guy that's just an athlete who's playing quarterback who comes to the NFL that actually makes those changes, i.e. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes
Right.
was at Texas Tech and he was slinging it all over the place. And he just said last year, like, look, I ain't know how to read no defense until last year.
Andy Reid.
Yeah, Andy Reid. It's about that teacher, man. You got to be able to teach your players. So, look, you can have the fastest, biggest, strongest guy in the world. If he is in the wrong place or position his body the wrong way, it don't make no difference who you are. You can be the Hulk out there, but if if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, it don't make no difference.
Should that go with Vic too? Vic didn't take the time to read plays, and it showed. He didn't read
Oh my
defenses like
God.
that. He didn't read defenses like that, and people think that, but no, because literally it'll be somebody open, he'll just say "fucking" and run to the end zone. Like he did that plenty of times. He did that plenty of times.
Yeah.
But
Hill was passing. You wide open. The Hill was passing. I'm about to get this 50-yard run.
Exactly.
Did anybody else have like a big contract with us besides him and Ward Dunn back then? And maybe Patrick Kearney, but or Keith Burkin, but people didn't have that much money. Vic was getting all that money.
Yeah, he was getting all that.
He ate up about 40% of that cap that time he was there.
And y'all talk about Matt Ryan and Julio, man. Get out of here. But y'all some jokers, man.
Here's my thing about the take on how they think. See, they're thinking of like I was saying, they were thinking of it as the quarterback being the face of the franchise and looking at it from surface deep. You look like looking at a cube from a piece of paper. But when you actually look at the whole totality of it, like I said, you can draft that quarterback in that first round, but you also have to be ready for the repercussions just in case this thing don't work out, because a first round quarterback is going to cost a lot of money, especially if he's sitting behind a quarterback for 2 years.
Not only that, it's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you 3 to 5 years to recover from his failure. So like unless you drafted 2 quarterbacks,
yeah,
like you take one in the first round and you took one in the third, fourth round, like unless you are absolutely prepared for that situation, it's going to take you 2 to 3 years.
Right.
So like Washington here.
Right. Yeah, my bad. But I was gonna say too, especially with Justin. Hey, look, I'm about to say because they can still get a Justin Fields in the first round because they say his stock is dropping right now. You can trade back and still get Justin.
And maybe get 2 first rounders.
Exactly. So like you have to think of it from that aspect, because we have to look at these quarterbacks. Their stocks is gonna fall and drop based on these bowl games. So season's not over yet.
Actually have a video coming sometime later today where I'm explaining will the Atlanta Falcons take a chance on Justin Fields. And like I said, I'm totally honest about the idea of it. I'm not going to go too far there because I want you guys to watch the video, but there's nothing is guaranteed in this NFL. Like nothing is guaranteed. Matt Ryan being a $30 million guy, it's like just because he's $30 million guy doesn't mean he's guaranteed to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like I said, I'm being honest. I'm gonna drop it a little bit later, but I'm completely honest on this video. This is what you get, man. This is what you get here. You're gonna get completely honest, unbiased, nothing but the truth. You guys check out everybody's channel. Like seriously, man. Like what we do here, we give you nothing but the unbiased truth on every aspect of the team and every aspect of even prospects.
Hey man.
Hey, I'm about to say
Hey.
Dwayne P calling us
Hey.
Man, I swear
Hey,
I was
bro.
gonna get him. I swear I was gonna get him.
Hey, bro. Hey, let me tell you something. Dwayne P. I don't know if you know anybody from the country or you from the country, but I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You need to stop getting naked over there. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to stop getting naked. So I don't know what your obsession is with Justin Fields. I don't know what it is. I know you probably got a poster on your wall and you probably butt naked doing a dance for him. But the fact of the matter is,
hey, so you say he go to Bulldogs and bust it open with a Justin Fields jersey on?
I didn't say that. You said that, case. But
that man,
it's like
shit,
everybody.
That magic shit getting that dude a mat lap dance.
Like everybody's enamored with these quarterbacks that can run, and it's like we said many times, like over the course of these last few months, like how many running quarterbacks consistently win in the NFL? So if we got a guy who first read is to look at that X receiver, he's not there. Well, I'm going to take off running. How often does that work? Like seriously, like how that it doesn't work often. It's like you might like it. So basically, what y'all are saying is that y'all want to get a guy who's going to make that one play and get a first down in the second quarter and be like, "Oh man, that was a great play," and then still get your back broke in by 2 or 3 scores because he can't read defense. That's basically what you're saying. So y'all
this is something that we talked about the other day. We was K-Styles on the heavy hitters. We gave you guys the actual stats on mobile quarterback. Mobile quarterbacks in the NFL are actually they get sacked more than pocket quarterbacks.
That's a fact.
They are the most sacked.
Exactly.
They are the most sacked.
As Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson runs his sacks at least 2 or 3 times a game. He's trying to make things happen instead of just climbing the pocket like you're supposed to do. Like they teach you how to do as a quarterback, instead of climbing the pocket with your shoulder aimed at your target. If you're running, I ain't never seen nobody run like this right here. You can't do it. You can't do it. So instead of just climbing the pocket and extending the play, you got guys that are running and then they end up having to throw passes where their chest facing the target. And I don't care who you are, you better throw that ball inaccurately.
Cam Newton.
I.e. Cam Newton.
Hey, Tony got a question for you too, Big Low.
Oh, I'm sorry. Question to Big Low, from a coaching standpoint, do you believe our next head coach has to have Bill Parcells' type of personality and coaching style? Because in my humble opinion, that's what we need. Yeah, I mean, look, we need a reset. So yeah, I do think that we need someone who's gonna just completely change the culture, because right now we have a culture like the Migos. We got the skinny jeans culture right now. We need to go ahead and get some.
Whoa!
You said the skinny jeans and blouses culture.
We got the skinny jeans and blouses culture right now.
Prince.
We need some hard nose blouses. Yeah, man. What y'all think about that question?
We've all said I think we should get Rex Ryan. I've said that multiple times. Rex Ryan would change our culture and he won't tolerate bullshit. That's what we need.
That emotion.
Oh my God, y'all asses is crazy. Hold on, I got something for y'all. Atlanta Falcons culture 101, and I know Matt.
I already know what it is.
Oh, he finna spell.
Maybe gonna get mad at me for that one because she love Prince.
Hey, look, prove it. Rex blitzes are predictable. All blitzes are predictable.
Yeah, I don't know.
But they still work.
Right.
Blitzes work. You know when they're going to blitz. You just don't know when they're going to come, where they're coming from. All blitzes are predictable. But the thing is, most quarterbacks don't like to get hit. It's more mental and like Coach. No, it's more mental than anything.
Yes.
You trying to figure out which guy's going to hit you first. It's 300 pounds or this little guy like Deion Jones who 240. He coming at a 4.2. He run at you like a 4.3 speed. Like blitzes are definitely predictable, but that's what makes them unpredictable because you don't know where they're coming from, and that's the beauty of a Rex Ryan. That's the beauty of a Greg Williams and his defense. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know it's coming, but why and how it's gonna come.
Right. And then another thing too is that like you really learn about your quarterback whenever he gets blitzed a lot, because one big thing about blitzing is it shows you how much that quarterback has faith in his offensive line. So if it's a case where that quarterback's acting funny, he's dancing back there, and he's getting blitzed a lot, he don't trust those guys in front of him, and he also don't trust. He don't know if that blitz is coming from his face or if it's coming out from behind him. So I mean, blitzes work. I definitely agree with blitzing. Sometimes you gotta, scary money don't make no money.
I'm about to say, I want y'all to hit this comment right here. Desmond Campbell says, why is everybody so against Gordon, quarterback in the first round, to develop under Matt while he's here? At some point, he's leaving, and y'all going to be hyping the quarterbacks in the draft when he's gone.
Why does he keep saying that, though? We're not saying that we don't want a QB. We're saying we can get one in the later rounds. I mean, we have other needs right now.
We still have Matt Ryan for 2 more years. It's called money. I ain't got time. Look, it's just like having 2 girlfriends. Oh, I ain't got time to be trying to get both of them $100. I get one of them $100, not both of them. Like somebody got to be the damn. Nah, never mind. I'll take that back. I'm about to take this a whole nother direction. Now the women gonna be mad at me. But no, man, like it's serious. It come down to money, bro. It come down to money, dog. It come down to money. How you gonna pay 2 quarterbacks? These quarterbacks are the highest paid in the entire league. Why? Because they take on the most responsibility. They are the most important. Like even the rookie, when he come in, he's gonna make at least $12 million. At the very least, $12 million if you just. And I'm gonna take that up even further. I think it's $15 to $20 million for rookie quarterbacks coming into the league in the first round. So you got $15 million to pay a rookie quarterback who's going to sit behind Matt Ryan for 2 to 3 years, and on top of Matt Ryan making $35 million a year. That's $40 million off the cap right there, dog.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared with these QBs though, man. Every time I think about QB, I think about Carson Wentz. I think about that damn Mitchell Trubisky. They be robbing the organization, man. I just don't trust people enough. And let me hit this comment real fast because the dude said Atlanta never drafts people from Georgia. That is a lie. The lie detector states that's a lie. Grady Jarrett is from Covington. AJ Terrell is from West Side. So I don't know what you're talking about. We got people on the roster right now that are actually from Atlanta. That's not true. Just to be honest. And we don't say we don't like Justin Field. He just has to show us a little bit more.
Yeah. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's all going to depend on who this coach and what offensive coordinator brings in. See, now, if they bring in a coach and an offensive coordinator that might not suit Justin Fields' style, you have to think, coming from a spread offense in Ohio State, he has a bigger hill to climb because he has to learn how to take ball, got to take snaps under center. He has to know how to read defenses and stuff like that. See, it worked for Patrick Mahomes because they already had a team established, and you had a coach that was willing to work with him. And you also had a quarterback ahead of him that could work with him as well. So when it came to that change and said, fuck it, we're going to put Mahomes in, it never dipped. It got better. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't come down to just thinking it's just going to be straight quarterback and that's it. You got to have the system. You have to have the coaches that can bring the best out of them. Because if you bring in a coach that is a run-heavy coach, and you bring in a quarterback that is a spread shotgun quarterback that only reads one receiver, and like I said, that's gonna clash. It's gonna take a while for him to maturate.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
That's why I say that if we do get a quarterback, we need to get a coach. We need to do just like we did last time. Get a coach that runs the ball a lot more because the way Matt Ryan, like we watched Matt Ryan grow before our eyes in 2008. Like he came in, he was just throwing the ball 16, 17 times a game. Give it to Michael Turner 85 times a game, and we it worked. Our defense played ball and it worked. And Matt Ryan just grew more and more over the years to the point where he was throwing 5,000 yards a season. The issue that I have with this whole Justin Fields situation is that y'all don't understand how much of an investment that is. If you take a quarterback with that third pick and you don't know much about him, so because the fact of the matter is you stuck with him for at least 3 or 4 years. Now, is that something that you're willing to take on? Because I think you brought it up, Twisted Torch. Like you think about the Carson Wentz's and the Mitchell Trubisky's. I don't want to give Josh Rosen a bad name. He's just been in a bad situation, but
he's shitty.
The matter is that it's one of those cases, man, where it's like if you get this guy that he can't play, then it's like buying a house that you thought had good bones, and then you find out it got termites in it, and you stuck with it.
Exactly. Ooh, man.
Exactly.
You said something there, my brother.
Hey, that's why you the coach, man.
Somebody just asked you something about Mad Mike. There ain't a generational talent at QB in this draft, and people keep saying Fields' name. Well, this name at Buckeye QB that has been successful in the league.
What like people like? Let's just start with this generational talent stuff. Like generational talent are not generational talent until they actually get into the NFL. Okay, let's just make that clear. We didn't know Peyton Manning was a generational talent until he got into the NFL. And even in his first year, he had a pretty good year. And I was stating earlier today, his completion percentage getting into the NFL was at 56. Matt Ryan was at 61 his both rookie years. So you don't know if these guys are generational talent until they get around NFL players. You can look great all you want to in college because not everybody is great. A lot of these guys are still learning. They're fresh out of high school. And they're still learning scheme. This is where you really learn scheme in college. You learn scheme in college. And a lot of colleges don't teach scheme. So, like, Urban Meyer, I love, he's been a guy that's always been a great recruiter, but he doesn't teach scheme. He teach athletes how to be athletes. So, yeah, he has a strong arm, but what I've noticed again with Trevor Lawrence is most of his plays are his big throws have always been to wide receivers that are pretty much wide open. This is not my assessment. You can go look at it for yourself. That's just not mine. Most of his big throws have always been wide open deep receivers. All his touchdowns have been to deep to wide open receivers. So I want to see these throws where he's fitting the ball in, that pass that Matt Ryan fit into Hayden Hurst the other day. That right there, those are the types of throws that I won't see, because those are the types of throws you're going to see in the NFL. You don't have so much room in the NFL. So if you can't consistently hit those throws, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. And that's the issue with Fields for me right now, is because he's not making simple throws. He's getting picked off in flat routes. We're talking about flat routes. If you as a quarterback can't throw a flat route and you're getting picked off 2 or 3 times a game on the exact same routes, that's a freaking problem. That's a freaking problem.
Hey, y'all ain't tell me J-Rock look like the Cincinnati QB either.
You said what?
Y'all didn't tell me J-Rock looked like the Cincinnati QB.
I ain't never seen him. I really haven't.
They just showed his face. Like, damn, what's up, J-Rock?
I'm like,
Jay
hey,
bought the left AFN. Now he playing in college, bro. What in the world?
You finna get them buckets.
What in the world?
What in the world?
Mac and cheese.
What's
come
going on,
over
fellas?
here, 'cause I know you already about to say some shit.
Oh yeah, I'm getting on you because
Bring that shit.
you finna put some spec with the K on that man's name.
Hey, I
Hey,
didn't
Sal.
say Prince. Hey, Prince got hoes.
And I'm one of them. I'm the groupie. I'm the groupie.
Yeah.
I love me some Prince.
But the thing is, we're saying this is a skinny jean and blouses culture. And he was the first one that came up.
Oh,
Blouses.
That man can pull any female he wants with them blouses.
But I kid you not, I actually saw an interview online. It was a female. She said she walked up to Prince. He said he had an aura that was so great, boy, that she orgasmed on herself and fell in love.
Lord have mercy.
hey man, I've heard some crazy stories like that.
You know how he looked. He be like,
Hold on. Wait, I'm sorry, K Styles. I didn't see that look. Let me see it one more time.
he said, what time? You know what it is.
You leave my baby alone.
I mean, Prince got music now. We ain't say Prince was bad at music.
I know K-Style is joking.
Yeah,
I know it, but I wanted to come on here and wish everybody a happy new year. I'm about to get in these streets and, enjoy my family time. But I appreciate everybody tuning in on this first episode of the year. Oh, my God. It's 2021, people. 2021 and Atlanta Falcons Nation are going to be coming at you guys with new things. We definitely want to be bigger and better this year. 2020 was bullshit, pretty much. And it's over with. That's behind us. That's in the past. Like Big Low Country said earlier, let's leave that negativity in the past. It is time for the new people. What's going on? Happy New Year, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm excited. Hey, did you know that Raheem Morris is being interviewed today? I know y'all talked about that earlier, but
no, they told his ass to sit the fuck down. We'll ask you one question. You get the fuck out after this one question. That's what that was. That wasn't the interview.
Yeah. And that Hawks game tonight as well. Please watch that. And of course, I'll get my results and stuff at the end of it, if not in the morning. But
I do want to let everybody know we're doing live film study tonight too. So
we are doing man.
Oh,
we're doing live film study. New Year's Eve live film study for Nancy.
We'll have the game playing in the background.
I was wondering if you was going to do that, so I'm glad to hear that you are.
Okay.
But I'll be busy, so I'll just be in the chat.
So Tony Wright asked me a question. He said, "What are your thoughts on the Falcons bringing in an offensive coordinator that will reinstall our West Coast offense from 2016? Had players to run it. We just need to draft a running back." I mean, if you look at all the teams that succeed in the NFL, everybody runs West Coast offense that succeed.
Facts.
Kansas City runs a West Coast style offense. They just got a lot of gadget plays.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that bullshit. As remember, we are the Titans pregame dance formation they did.
That wing T spin.
That wing T spin
around. Yeah.
They tried us on that play.
Yeah.
That was disrespectful. They didn't respect it.
UGA, bro.
What happened?
I'm just watching. That's what I've been doing, just trying to watch this game.
But
hide in.
But definitely, Jeremy Cole said he had a 12-week interview and failed.
Facts.
I guess they're trying to turn him down nicely in the interview. That's what it's going to be. You got to officially have the interview now, so I can tell you hell no. Thanks for your time.
I hope so.
Hell no. Hell no.
Let him go easily. Don't even think twice about it.
Sorry,
See, the only problem is with this is, like you said, it could be one thing if the team was just so bad Yeah. We're gonna put some damn Jeff peanut butter on that one because he ain't gonna get nothing to drink with that. Get caught.
Hey, let me clear this up. The video that I made posted earlier about Raheem Morris and why Keanu Neal. Because I don't think a lot of people understand what I was saying. People don't really necessarily comprehend well. So let me explain that just a little further. What I am saying is not that Raheem Morris didn't play a part in the defense and the defensive turnaround. What I'm saying is that a lot of guys behind the scenes aren't getting the necessary and the due credit they deserve. And that's the thing. This is why Keanu Neal made it like he came out and stated that, Uncle Bob has been the guru. That was specific wording. Okay. That right there is important. He has been the guru when it comes down to many things as far as this defensive turnaround. As far as the defense, he didn't say play calling. He didn't say game planning. He said everything. So that right there is extremely telling and extremely damaging for a guy like Raheem Morris, because if he doesn't bring Bob with him, teams are going to say, okay, are you really the same thing that goes with your boy Eric Bieniemy? Everybody questioning whether or not is he calling the plays or whatnot. It's like, bro, are you like, yeah, you're a hot commodity. You with a team that is successful, but are you really the architect? And this is the reason why, we got to be careful with these coaches. I mean, we look at Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn came from a system. Seattle. Was he really the architect of that system? Now we're saying exactly that. So that's what I'm talking about. It's like, you can't, Raheem, he's the defensive coordinator. Let's give him all the credit. He turned this defense around. No. Keanu is clearly stating that Bob Sutton had a intricate part of that turnaround, and we cannot ignore that as fact.
Simple as that.
I feel
like it's gonna be a lot more than that. It's gonna be a lot more people kind of speaking out.
Oh yeah.
I think the organization, I can kind of tell there's tension and frustration at this point.
Yeah. Kyle Roaches always come out when the lights come on.
Mm-hmm. They don't respect it. They don't respect the coaching staff. Like the other person said that you throw them under the bus, they will expose you. And I think we are beginning to see that unravel a little bit.
That ain't fair to the players, man. No, honestly, you can't. Especially if these are $1 million, players that you playing. They are part of the organization. You can't throw them under the bus. You got to pick yourself. I have never seen Matt Ryan say, "I threw the ball to him. They ain't make the catches." It's happened. It's happened where they drop passes. I gotta do a better job of reading the field. I gotta do a better job of giving them the ball ahead of time. All that. That's what a leader does. A leader doesn't say, "Man, Matt Ryan did terrible this week." I ain't gonna lie to you. Dante Fowler, he ain't been good for us all year. We all know that. We can see that, but you can't say that. We haven't put Dante Fowler in position to get sacked.
Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's many factors as to why things are happening, and like that's the reason why, I always say we can't place the blame. Yeah, Matt Ryan threw 3 interceptions. Yeah, Julio dropped a wide open touchdown, in Carolina, but it's like that wasn't the reason why we lost those games. There was many factors.
85 other plays. There were 85 other plays.
Right.
Every play that you. A lot of people don't realize this, but look, every play that happens in a game, you have a potential to score a touchdown.
Absolutely.
Right.
So the fact that somebody makes a mistake whenever you had a chance to score a touchdown, guess what? You had a chance to score a touchdown 40 plays before that play and 40 plays after that play. So
exactly.
Ain't much no need in breaking it down. We just didn't get it that time. Let's get it next time. So it's like all this whole blaming Kanye West, the blame game. Like, ain't nobody trying to do all that, man. Fact of the matter is that this whole culture, we got this skinny jeans and blouses culture going on, where it's like nobody wants to take accountability, and you just throwing players under the bus. And Dante Fowler, if he playing bad, okay, there's a reason why he's playing bad. We find out that the man's hurt. He shouldn't be out there in the first place. He shouldn't be out there. If he's that hurt where he's hurting the team, he don't need to be out there. You need to coach somebody else up, Bo.
Heart. That's called heart right there.
Yeah.
He's putting his health on the line for the organization. You don't call him up for that. Julio done that plenty of times.
Guess what though? The heart is willing, but the body is weak. He don't need to be out there.
But
he don't need to be out there.
You know what that remind me of? Any given Sunday when Willie Beeman was showing out, and then the QB kept saying, "I'm good," and Al Pacino had to sit him down like, "Man, you're not ready, Cap. You're not ready."
Exactly. Yeah.
Bruh, culture is so bad. We lost the game playing Ring Around the Rosie against Dallas.
Yeah.
We lost a game by scoring a touchdown. Do you know how fucking bad that sounds?
What in the world?
Yeah.
We lost the game by scoring a touchdown. So it's not just one thing. Like you said, somebody put it up here and I just lost it. But here you go. Desmond Campbell said, yes, hold them accountable in the locker room, not in public. Because that's how Antonio Brown got his ass ousted out of damn Pittsburgh because he kept bringing all that locker room.
Going live and going live and stuff.
I mean, and that's Tweety Bird was a perfect example of that. You know, he just spoke
he
out.
Did it today. He did it again today.
Oh, well,
he's still immature. Still immature.
He learned his lesson.
What did he do?
Same stuff. Happy New Year to all my haters. Y'all gonna go into 2021 hating and all. It's like, bro, like just get over it. Like, damn, you fucking suck. Just call it. Call a spade a spade. You didn't do your job. Don't be hating on us. Don't point at us. You gotta do your job. If you do your job, you
bounced around like hot potato.
But what? But like I said, we shouldn't have been surprised. Come to find out that his college coach was Jim Moore Jr. Why?
Yeah,
he was like,
yeah.
That's the same thing. Michael Vick.
Let me look at this thing. Happy New Year's to my supporters and haters. Blessed we made it to 2021. To hate and support some more. Stay safe.
You got to be on the team for them to support you.
No, you bad on the damn team. You on the practice squad.
You on the outside. You on the
$2,000. He making what, $2,000? Like being on the practice squad. He ain't even a real football player right now. He on the practice squad.
He called into the practice facility like, "Hey man, my card don't work. What's going on?"
Look, he don't even get a jersey. He got a black shirt in his profile.
That dude crazy, man.
He's a spoiled kid. That's one of those situations where and I know that this is gonna be a little bit of a throwback, but he suffers from that Uncle Junebug syndrome. That's why the death of his grandmother hurt him so much, because his grandmother always spoiled him. You know, he's always been a superior athlete and everything, but his grandmother always spoiled him, always made excuses for him. Anytime he gets any kind of pain, he walks around, "Oh my God, my shoulder's finna fall off." Like, now you got a job to do, Bo. Like, you don't see all these other people out here that are playing with the Alex Mack played in what was it, like a broke leg or a sprained ankle?
A broken foot? Yeah, he had a broken foot, a broken ankle.
Like, you know how many times Matt Ryan's been hurt and he hadn't said anything? You know what I'm saying? It's like this whole Dante Fowler situation. It's like they really put that man in a tough situation because he was going to go through the season saying without saying anything.
He just didn't get it done. He was going to go through the season just saying it, but y'all put him in a situation where he had to defend himself.
Yeah. So it's like this happens every player out there is hurt. But every player out there also wants to make millions of dollars every year, so they're not going to say anything. Not Dante. Tack, he's just spoiled. At the end of the day, he's just a spoiled brat.
And Dante Fowler was on the injury report every damn week, so we knew that ankle injury.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
why would you have to tell us that? We knew.
Sit not.
Oh my God, I don't know what.
Hey,
Oh
man.
my God.
They just don't they don't think that he gives them a chance to win. And Raheem Morris does not care about developing players for the Falcons for the future because he knows he's not going to be here in the future. So he's
Mm.
just trying to give himself the best situation to win because he's trying to pad his resume. Because winning this game could be the difference between $100,000 extra or $100,000 less next year.
They do have coaches have incentives. They do
Yeah,
have incentives.
yeah. And he's trying to get that next job. So yeah, you ain't finna see tonight unless he's in a hoodie on the sideline.
I don't even see him on the sideline. I don't even know how he look.
They see him on the sideline, man.
How you look.
He
Hey,
probably at stats watching the game.
Yeah,
hey,
he probably somewhere else watching the game. Yeah, I'm a
hey,
Falcon.
hey, I'm about to say we found Tat McKinley's jersey for next season.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
Oh man, he clowning, bro.
Oh my god.
Pat McKinley, a part of the NFL football team.
We didn't go
NFL football team.
that boy gonna play for the Rancher Cucamonga.
Oh my god.
Yo, y'all wild today, boy.
But
Oh
but
my God.
like I said, we get on him because, like I said, he set the bar on himself, and he get mad at everybody for expecting more out of him. And that's what it came down to. Like I said, you can't go to get drafted and say, "I'm here to get sacks. I'm here to dominate," and you averaging 3 sacks a season.
That's horrible.
Right, man.
And playing all the snaps, might I add.
Exactly.
All of the snaps. Ain't doing nothing with the snaps.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. It's like he had all those snaps and everything. Look, fact of the matter is, y'all, Tat came on here. He came on Atlanta Falcons Nation doing all this talking about, oh man, y'all don't care nothing about me, all kind of stuff. I like, look, man, you don't care nothing about us. What we look like? Be like, oh, Tat, keep doing. You're doing a great job. Remember one time I went to my little cousin game. He was like 7 to 8 years old, and like he was out there playing terrible. You know, I'm a coach, so he came to the sideline. He's like, oh, hey guys, how am I doing? And his mom and his dad and everybody was like, oh, you doing a good job, buddy. I like, nah, bro, you suck.
Love, Big Low. Love.
Man, that's exactly what I believe in. I don't believe in lying to kids just to be all,
Yeah.
political correct. No, the hell no. You suck, you suck.
Yeah, like you need to stop watching SpongeBob at 4 o'clock on Wednesdays, and you need to go ahead and hone on your craft. They're like, no, Lo, he's just 7 years old. I'm like, bro, I could be at the house drinking some moonshine right now. Why do you come out here and watch this kid suck it up? Like, nah. Like, if I come out here, you need to do your job. Tat McKinley, he came on here on Atlanta Falcons Nation. He was like, man, y'all don't care nothing about me, man. Y'all just, it's harder than it looks. Oh, man. I like, look, Uncle Junebug. Fact of the matter is that you got an opportunity that millions of guys out there would love to have. So,
Exactly.
He came on the show before?
Yeah, he was on here. The name said Tat McKinley.
I know who he talking about. Yeah, I think was that him for real?
Oh, he was in the chat. He was in the chat.
Probably
He was in
not.
the chat. Y'all foolish. I'm thinking y'all talking about he was actually, he came on here actually crying like, what?
Yeah,
Man,
it was somebody.
put your big boy pants on and go out there and get sacks.
But yeah, it was somebody with the profile name talking about, was talking cash shit about y'all don't respect us and respect me. Y'all don't want no interview with y'all. I was like, who is this person? Okay, so we gave it some entertainment. That was fun. We called him Tweety Bird and everything. So that was really tagged.
Yeah,
we probably heard his face
the whole show.
Cry in the car.
Yeah, he actually hit one of my buddies up in Real Patman. You guys can check him out on Twitter, man. He hit Real Patman up in his inbox after he pretty much told the truth about Tack. Tack was like, okay, I'm just gonna say this. Tack just did what he did, being a goddamn crybaby. He's just being a damn crybaby. And like, man, like if you're gonna be NFL players, I'm sure we got some youngsters in here that are football players, don't be tagged. Stay your ass off Twitter. If you're gonna be a football player, man, be open for that criticism because it's definitely gonna come. Because I'm gonna call your ass out here.
Look how they do Matt. Matt don't get on Twitter and complain. Look, come on, dog. People actually. One of these jokers actually edited him on last week. I was like, bro,
London silly nannies. What the hell?
The London
silly nannies.
Everybody talks about drafting like a quarterback in the top round, like in the first round. Fact of the matter is, let's say hypothetically we do go out and draft Justin Fields. The first time Matt Ryan throws an incomplete pass, you're gonna hear people, oh, they need to put Justin Fields in.
Boo! Get your Boston College ass up out of here. Get the fuck out of here. No 13 years don't mean shit.
Exactly. Everybody getting naked for Matt. Everybody getting naked for Michael Vick, but like Matt Ryan has actually donated $500,000 to people of your color.
Facts.
What has Michael Vick done for you? Besides throw money
Not
at
a dang thing. Not a dang thing. I don't remember him doing that. He on TV and everything, so he got the money. He's on national TV, giving his thoughts and his opinion. But he ain't doing that.
The only thing I remember about Michael Vick looked like he wanted to fight your boy just because I said hey to him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I didn't know that story. Like I said, because I always heard rumors about how Michael Vick is off the field, about how he don't really mess with a lot of people. He don't really like people like that. I was working at the airport, me and my cousin sitting at the atrium, and we saw Michael Vick. So, like I said, we just said, what's up? We walked by and we said, what's up? And then he just gave a look like he wanted to do something.
No.
Yeah.
Trying to fight in the airport like Pac-Man?
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy. That's crazy right there, boy.
Man,
but the thing is, his reputation is a lot of times he doesn't like really, he's not really well with fans.
Yeah.
That's his reputation. So
dang, somebody said Vic was a prototype Lamar. Yeah, we all know that, man. Join the club. Lamar has basically made his game off of it, but he's just faster. And I think he's gonna learn how to read the field and go through his progressions better than Vic did at an earlier age. That's one thing that Lamar has to benefit from.
Right.
But you know what though? It's like whenever the game gets real though in those playoffs, and like those coaches have scouted you 2 weeks beforehand, Lamar always gets there, and it's like, you know, he's not the same guy until like that third and fourth quarter, whenever they just kind of go off script. So it's like, you know,
versus the Chargers in that first playoff game when they was down 20-some points.
Yeah.
He didn't look good until they was down 20-some points.
Yeah, I mean, like they basically put their dime package out there the whole game against them. Like I said, we'll see how I do this year if they make the playoffs because, like I said, they got Hollywood Brown, but he a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bumper run cover, that motherfucker gonna get thrown in the stands. Hey, look! I'm about to say, whoever corner gonna get Hollywood Brown in the playoffs, boy, they gonna bump and run his ass. He gonna look like this. He gonna look like that.
I think they're gonna be playing the Steelers though, bro.
Oh,
I mean,
he ain't look too good versus the Steelers in
man.
2 games.
That's a toss up.
So they had
3 games, ain't it?
Yeah,
they lost the last 3, didn't they?
No, I'm talking about the Steelers and Ravens matchup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pittsburgh ain't won a game since week 11.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, I mean, they might get that dub because I know Bud.
They won last week.
They
came back and won.
Yeah.
They was down by 20 and came back.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Bud Dupree, the guy who should have been on the Falcons, another defensive lineman that should have been playing for the Falcons, Bud Dupree. He He got hurt. Yeah.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Bud Dupree and TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, that issue. And to think we could have drafted him.
And
Yeah.
we chose Tack over TJ Watt. Just think about that.
That's why we don't like you, Tack. That's why. That's why we don't like you.
Hold on. Let me. Oh yeah, y'all keep going. I'm gonna pull up that 2017 draft class right quick. Y'all keep on going.
Well, while you pulling up the pick, I just dropped some content on my channel regarding the Bucks versus the Falcons. Y'all lock in, check that out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Appreciate you guys for watching as well.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna be showing support to the boy. We we gotta do that as well.
Yeah, we definitely you out, bro. Definitely.
Appreciate it. UGA just scored as well, so the game is close again.
Okay.
I want a fourth fumble.
Hey, I want y'all to look at this list of names that I'm about to go down after the tap pick. Tre'Davious White, Buffalo.
Oh my God.
TJ Watt, Pittsburgh. Buda Baker, Arizona.
Oh my God.
Dalvin Cook, Minnesota. Joe Mixon.
Man, where's the shotgun, man? Let me put this mug right in my mouth. Give me the shotgun so I can put it in my mouth, man.
Ryan Ramczyk. Curtis Samuel. Zach Cunningham. Chidobe Awuzie. Alvin Kamara. Cooper Kupp.
Oh my God.
Jordan Willis, Chris Godwin, Kareem Hunt, Shaquille Griffin.
Oh my God, damn, man, we been throwing a lot, didn't we?
Kenny Galladay. Oh yeah, Eddie Jackson, safety from the Bears. Yeah,
we definitely could have used him.
So you telling me that we could have got Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon, Kareem Hunt, and Dalvin Cook, but we kept don't block, get it. That's what you telling me.
Yeah, they traded up in the first round to get Tack. It wasn't like he put him in the second round. They traded up in the first round to get him.
4 spots, right? We went from 26 to 22.
Yeah.
We traded with Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And picked Tack McKinley. Then he made that big old speech for his grandma, all that. I'm gonna bring some sacks to the man. He had that one good year, that first year, when our defense was top 10. That's it. I don't remember nothing else. Everything else was
I didn't even like that pick. I was still wondering what the heck we was even doing with that pick.
Because he had shoulder injuries too in college.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I kept him off my board.
He came in hurt.
Kept him off my board because of that.
I got one name from that draft class too. Y'all probably gonna get mad at too.
Don't do it.
George Kittle.
Oh my God. But we had just drafted Hooper last year though, right? We had got Hooper in 2016.
You still could have got George Kittle in the first. But hindsight is 2020. Like I said, we just saying that it's just looking at all these Pro Bowlers and all pros that came after Tack, and it just, like I said, that's the one, and that's comes to a good point too, because it could be one of these cases where if you get this quarterback and he doesn't pan out, and you look at all these Pro Bowlers that might come afterwards, it's going to be the same thing all over again.
We can't have that, man. You got to, especially when you got a Julio Jones and Matt Ryan at this point, man, there's no rush. You shouldn't be in any rush to go out and get a quarterback, especially when you're still trying to compete.
Man, you see what boy Richie said?
Yeah, he on to something too. That's a fact. Richie D, you on 100% on that one, bro.
Hey man, my homeboy Richie, you talk about he ain't never cut his dreads. The fact of the matter is, Tack is a habitual someone who reneges habitually, and we all know what those people are called. Who are people who renege?
Oh yeah,
suck ass spade players.
Well, that and he's a reneger, like you know.
You get beat up for that type of stuff, man. You really get whooped for that type of stuff. Reneging.
Why would you do that? Like, you didn't even have to say nothing. Like, why would you have to do that?
I think his thing was he was looking for attention. That's all that was. Anybody, like I said, he put anything out there just to get attention.
You know what Tat need to do? Tat need to go ahead and be a poker player because he'll win a lot of games doing that shit. Because he ain't no football player no more. Go straight to poker and a lot of people and get your money that way, bro. Because football ain't it for you, my brother.
Nah, bro.
And players, the team not gonna trust him.
You might well go back to California and work at Fat Burger or something like that. I'm just saying. Shit, the way California is right now, he might not be able to afford to go back anyway. Boy, they about bankrupt like a motherfucker over there.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, man. It's the 12. It's the fourth quarter. I gotta watch the end of this game. How y'all feeling about ending it right now, man? We hit the 2-hour mark. We had 76 people still watching. Hey, hit the like button a couple more times for us, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in to all of us, man. We had a good time today, bro. It's New Year's. We had a good time as far as this show. I know I did. I appreciate all y'all coming on and being with me. I appreciate being with AFN. Shouts out to everybody. Let's enjoy 2021.
Oh, definitely, boy. That's what it's all about, boy. This is one family here.
Absolutely. Everybody, like I said, man, we at AFN trying to get to 1,000. I'm about 107 away from 5,000. So all you guys can continue to share this out with all your people, whether it's on Facebook, Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you tell everybody about us. This is just open for everybody. You don't have to just solely be Atlanta Falcons, fan. Anyone can come here, subscribe, and just have fun. We will gladly, even doing our live shows during the week, we will gladly answer questions about your particular team, whether it's the Saints. Like I said, it really doesn't matter, man. We'll gladly answer you guys' questions. So you guys continue to support us here, what we doing, and we will always give you guys an opportunity. Like we even have it set up sometimes during Sunday and Friday. We have an after show, a post game show, and an after show. And the after show is where you can come in and have your thoughts. You can speak what you want to get off your heart. This is Atlanta Falcons Nation. We are the nation. We, as in everyone. This ain't all about us. So you come in, like I said, the after show and the post game this Sunday. This is the last game, but we will not. This will not be the last time that you have an opportunity to speak your mind. This is going to continue during the off season. We're going to have an Ask Matt Mike segment. We're going to have an Ask K Styles. Everybody going to have their Ask. So you guys leave all your comments in any video. It doesn't matter. You go to his channel. You come to my channel. Leave us questions so we can answer all your questions in video form. This is going to be off season. Everybody knows who's been part of Matt Mike. This is what we do. Leave your comments. I promise to make a video. Give us time to make the videos, but I promise you we will answer.
Oh yeah, just to make sure Julio Jones is out for this game too.
Well, yeah. I pretty much, his ass is great.
Yeah. Just need to get them Geritol shots in his ankle.
Yeah. Julio ain't. They just try to keep Julio healthy, man. They ain't trying to get this man no nothing. You ain't nothing gonna happen to you going into the offseason.
Yeah, no.
But you know what that shows? That shows that we gonna keep him though. If we not putting him out there week 17, we not using for trade bait.
Right. What's the point? It's like like I said, even trying to trade Julio Jones at this point, man, you're gonna incur a lot of debt. And like I said, man, I don't think the Falcons are in the position where they can just give away players for debt. We don't have a lot of cap space. So that should really be it. But man, if that's all you guys got, K Styles, Big Low, what y'all got, man?
Oh,
Hey
That's
man,
what I got.
y'all make sure we finna do it big tonight. Friday night film study. Be there or be square. Y'all make sure that y'all support all these guys on here, man. Support Atlanta Falcons Nation. Y'all know we doing it big. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I put the link in the chat. Do a country boy a favor and subscribe. I'm sorry, I'm from the country, so it is spelled Kuntry. Big Low Country. What you got, K-Style?
Like I said, we appreciate Twisted for letting us come on and chill with him. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all share this video, share his videos, like him. And like I said, make sure you subscribe to him as well as Just K Styles, Mad Mike Sports. Like I said, Bit Low Country Sports, KUT.
Miss Maggie T.
Miss Maggie T as well. Yeah, KUNT.
Fuck Miss Maggie T. Fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? This man Michelle. Fuck that bitch.
What's that? Man, Michelle, all right now. Don't be starting no controversy.
She ain't about that life. I'm about that life. She ain't about that.
But basically, what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna just leave like a little tidbit here as far as the Falcons cap situation for next year. If the projected cap is going down to $177 million, that's gonna put the Falcons cap situation as $27 million over the cap. So there's gonna be a lot of players about to be cut.
Right.
Throw that out there just for a little tidbit. I said we
There's going to be a lot of restructuring. There could be a lot of cuts if they refuse to restructure. So you could see a lot of turnover this year.
Mm-hmm. So it ain't just going to be a quarterback turnover. It's going to be a whole team turnover.
Facts.
So if we don't win these next few years, gonna be down with it, or y'all gonna turn in y'all Falcon badges. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Right.
Hey, somebody said a good question for y'all for tonight too.
Some third and short situation. Shit, we pull third and short. We can pull up first and 10. Don't matter.
I'll pull up 5th and 45 if you want me to.
Right. I'm a student on that show, so I've got my notepad ready.
Absolutely.
You gonna come out? You gonna come on with us tonight, Twisted?
I'm gonna see what's up, man. It's on my girl, man. I gotta give my girl some attention. You know how that be. So
Hey.
I gotta check in with her.
That's the queen of the kingdom. You gotta take care of that.
Exactly.
But if she down with it, you know, if she want to hang with her sister and brother, then we can see what's up. But it's strictly on her tonight.
Hey, man. We'd love to have you, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, I gotta make an appearance though, man. I ain't been on there all season, bro. I gotta get the film study. Y'all be breaking it down to a T.
There's gonna be jokes with it too, and all that stuff. Jokes,
yeah.
Karaoke. That's all I say.
Definitely.
Appreciate y'all though, man. Unless y'all got something else, we out of here, man. Enjoy college playoffs. We gonna see if Justin Fields the real deal. We gonna see if Trevor Lawrence the real deal. Now, if they fuck up tonight, y'all better come back on Sunday and Monday so we can put that fire under y'all. Let y'all know what we thought. Straight up.
We gonna pay attention to that too, man. We gonna be looking. And one thing I say is, why in the hell Notre Dame is always in these damn playoffs? They can't play with nobody.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, that money. Yeah.
Money. Yeah. Hey, y'all just gonna leave me hanging like that? Whatever.
Oh man, Georgia making a comeback. They finna score. Let's see how it ends, man. Appreciate you guys, man. We out of here. See y'all later on for field study. Hey, I like Pickens too for next year. By the way, I meant to say that. Pickens is kind of dope. The receiver for Georgia.
Oh yeah.
I can see that. You need a big playmaker out there. Is he gonna have a mature? You gonna need a veteran quarterback for him though.
That's what I'm saying. And Matt gonna be here, man. If Tom Brady and Drew Brees can play in their 40s, there's no way that Matt Ryan can't play in his 40s. So y'all can stop it with that nonsense. But I appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy y'all New Year's.
Hey,
all right, bro. You too.
Give it to the people. Yeah.